Good evening and welcome to Weekend Update. I'm your host, Eric Farmer. Our top stories this week: nothing going on but the damn WEF meeting in Davos, which, that's about the only real big news this week. All the scumbags of the world are parking their private jets over in Davos this week to make plans for to make the world a better place. So that's the big story this week. Also, the weather here in the United States is taking a turn for the colder. Last week I was talking about how nice it was and how warm it was for January, and then wham, it turns right around, and it's feeling a little bit more like January this week. More like, it's not like it's super duper cold or anything, but it could get a lot colder. But it's pretty chilly, and it was a chilly day out there today, and which brings me to my personal issues I've had this week. It's been a tough week for me, man. Really tough week. My furnace quit working, and so I had to replace my furnace. My God, that really hurt. That was a kick in the balls, man. That really. Luckily, the good news is I was able to get it fixed quickly. Within one day, they had a new furnace in here. The hard part was paying for it. Luckily, I was real fortunate to have the resources at the time to pay for the, if it would have happened to me a year ago, I would have been screwed. But it just shows you, man, life, you just never know what's going to happen, man. Things can be going great. You're like, oh man, I got it all figured out, man. I got this game figured out. I'm ahead. I'm getting ahead. And then bam, something like that happens, and you're just left with your head spinning, shaking your head, just going, damn, what next now? You're like, what else can possibly go wrong? There's so many things in life that can go wrong, when you're least expecting it. No one ever, thinks their furnace is going to die in January, right? You live where I live, up here in the mountains in January, and you can't live without a furnace. So, but like I said, I was very fortunate to be able to take care of it. So I'm a little, I don't know, I'm just kind of feeling, like I just don't know what's going to happen. Just a little bit depressed. I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but it seems like that, man. Sometimes, you just try, I got a lot of, we all got lots of problems these days, and it just, it just don't seem to be going away, and they just keep piling up. You just keep sweeping your problems under the rug, trying to ignore them, right? I ignore my problems and maybe they'll go away, right? Like my teeth, I was supposed to go get some dental work done, and it's so expensive. So I don't know. I'm just a little bit down on life right now. It's like, it just seems like no matter what I ever do, it's just not going to end. It's not going to change, and it's never going to get any easier. It's just going to keep getting harder and harder and harder until I'm dead. But, you feel like that sometimes, you'll feel like that. We all do, right? And it just when life seems like you can't, you just can't take it anymore, right? It's just so difficult. I'm tired. Can't take it, then you find a way to pull yourself out of it and get back into a positive state of mind, and deal with your problems, and but yeah, it gets hard, man. It gets tiring, especially as you age and you start getting health issues. Like my shoulders fucking giving out on me. My teeth from another problem I'm having with health wise. And those are the two main problems I'm having right now, health wise. Got to deal with my dental issues, and my shoulder just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, man. It's tough to just even take off my shirt. Lately, it hurts to just to change my shirt, just to get undressed. It's sometimes it gives me a lot of pain. So my shoulder's giving out, and there's not much I can do about it. I'm not gonna go I'm not gonna go get fucking shoulder surgery at this point. Who knows what the future may bring, but that's probably about the only thing that's gonna, at this point. It's been steadily getting worse for the last 3 or 4 years. Now, just the last few months, it's I must have done something to fuck it up. But anyways, Ken Rotman, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yep, that Davos meeting going on. They're over there. I was heard a report recently where they were talking about in like the mainstream media saying, "Oh yeah, they all meet at this World Economic Forum meeting, once a year or whatever it is." But yeah, they all these billionaires and leaders of countries and very important persons, they all show up there, once a year, and they get together, but they're not talking about anything. It's just a friendly meeting. That's all. They're just getting together, just to rub elbows. They're not making no plans or nothing. The media say. I don't know how long it goes on, but it's just so fast and interesting. Like I'm sure their big agenda this year, right? It's all about pushing the climate change thing, right? I think you're going to see a lot of that this year. They're going to really start implementing the climate change fucking agenda that they've been building up for my whole lifetime, at least. They've been talking about how the humans are destroying the planet, and they all fly over there in their private jets. That's okay though. One flight of their private jet uses like as much energy as like a small town for a whole year. It's so hypocritical. But they're making plans for us of all the stuff we're going to have to give up in the near future. How we're going to have to give up we're not going to be able to drive no more. We're going to have to stay within 20 minutes of our homes. We're going to have to do this and that, So yeah, it's a big, interesting story going on. But no, they're really not making any plans. They say they don't really do anything important there. They're just hobnobbing. Yeah, they're making business deals. I'm sure that's why they all want to go there. You see, they understand if you don't go there, you're not in the club. If you're not one of them to go there, you got to go to that meeting to be part of the club. You're included in their plans, right? And so that's why they all got to go. I don't know where's Pie Man, Ozzy, Lee, Joe, Dave, Boy, Esther. I don't know, man. No one's here yet. It's only been going on for under 10 minutes, so see if anybody shows up. But yeah, they're not making any serious plans or nothing. They're not, planning out calling the shots for the next year, what their agendas are going to be. But yeah, I can only imagine who all is really there. I've seen a little bit. They keep it pretty secret. I heard that Jason, nice to see you. They had like 4,000 military troops guarding the area, to make sure that all these people stay nice and safe. No one, 4,000 troops to guard the thing. And I heard they got just about every fucking prostitute in Europe is there too. And I heard they're charging like $2,500 a night to start and they're all booked up. So yeah, they're just going there and hobnobbing and having a bunch of sex with prostitutes. That is a big part of the story. Yeah. Interesting, huh? It's the biggest night of the year for European prostitutes. Speaking of European prostitutes, Davos, World Economic, never met it, never nest more biocrete. Yeah, and they got military guarding them. Why would they? What are they afraid of? So yeah, that's about all I've been hearing about recently. And I guess they're really planning for a huge fucking economic fucking crises, right? It showed a little bit of Klaus Schwab speaking. It's his thing. He created the WEF allegedly. Yeah, he's the founder of the World Economic Forum, and all he was in today's world is, unfortunately, we are dealing with so many crises. Never in the history of the world have we dealt with so many crises all at one time. Yeah. So, they're using all the crises, CCCs, right? How many? But I've been talking about that forever, that we're living in the age of the never-ending crises. It just goes from one crisis situation to the next. There's no in between anymore. But once they start on a new crisis agenda, they pretty much they quit talking about the one before. They went from the war on terror crisis changed overnight in 2020, if you know what I mean. Certain things that I can't talk about, but we all know how everything changed in 2020. And they don't hear them talk much these days about the terrorist crisis anymore, do they? They moved on to a whole new set of crises. Now it's moved on to the what and the other what. And yeah, of course, climate change, which is prostitutes. So yeah, that's what the prostitutes are saying about the prostitutes. Now, they don't mention that in the mainstream media about all the prostitutes, but yeah, certain people I listen to were talking about that. How they got just about every fucking hooker in Europe there working overtime. That's fucking weird, huh? Who knows? God knows what else they do over there, Stuff that I probably don't want to talk about, but it's very vile. As Rotman said, very vile creatures. Definitely not human. Never in the history of the world have we had so many crises all at the same time that we must deal with. That's about all I remember from that. That's about the only part of the speech he gave that I saw, but I don't even know how much of it is covered, recorded. I'm sure most of the stuff they're talking about is behind closed doors. They might have a few, speeches in public that they let cameras record and shit, but I'm sure all the real business is not to be heard by the masses. But yeah, what else is going on this week besides Davos and the crazy weather here in the United States? I guess California finally got a break from all the storms. I heard they're saying in California, I don't know the number, somewhere in the 20s, like 20-something people, 26 people have perished because of the storms, right? So that just keeps pushing their climate change agenda, right? That number, it goes into the category of climate change generated deaths, right? That they blame on the weather, that they link right back to climate change, right? So they can use it and they say, look how many people are dying every year because of this. We got to do something. We must take the action. That's what it's all about. Whether somebody, something else, they could have died of some other reason, but they're gonna put it on climate change because it happened during that storm, and they could twist the facts around and make it look like that the storm is what killed them when really it was something else. They had a heart attack and it was caused by the storm. It was caused by the weather. It was weather related. So yeah, they're going to put as many of those deaths into the climate change category. That's how they do it, man. Anything that they want to push out there, they're going to use all the numbers to push it, right? And anything they want to keep silent, they're going to keep, they're going to sweep all the numbers under the rug and blame it on something else, right? It just is what happened in the last 3 years. Exactly what happened. They went from one extreme to the other, if you know what I mean, from the two different things that happened in these last 3 years, which I can't really say, I can't risk getting another fucking strike. So I don't even know if I should be talking about climate change. Unless it's in a good way, don't you say anything bad about climate change. So you can't question it. It's a religion. It really is, man. Davey boy, nice to see you. It's their darling now. It's the climate change. Everything is the climate change. It's amazing we can even talk anymore. I know. So yeah, that's what they're really talking. How they're going to push use all these things like the California storms, every single death that they can blame on the climate change will be used in their numbers to basically remove our freedoms, remove our rights, take away our homes and our vehicles so that we'll have to ride a bicycle if we're lucky. You see the price of bicycles these days? Holy crap. Yeah, and soon the muzzles are coming back, oh yeah. And muzzles that we won't be able to talk on the internet anymore. They've only let us talk this long because they're gathering information, that's it. That's why they let us have these things, why they let us have our freedom of speech on the internet. It's because they want to know what we're thinking. It's a way of gathering data on us. That's it. That's the only reason why. Otherwise, they would shut it all down. Eat the bugs, then put the muzzle on and shut your mouths. Oh, and only walk 15 minutes. Yep. Yes, sir. That's what's going on, man. Heard now you can get like cricket paste with mealworms in it to eat. So yeah, I think they're not joking when they say eat the bugs. I guess in China they're already eating the bugs. and drives the electric cars, but you won't be able to afford them. But yeah, that's what's going on, man. They're fucking pricing us out of life, man. We just can't afford it anymore. Anything. I was saying earlier, man, my furnace took a shit. Monday morning, I woke up and my fucking forced air was blowing cold air, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's cold in here." I went down, reached by the vent, and was blowing cold air out. I was like, "Oh shit!" So I started messing with it, fucking see what I could do to get it working. It would kick on, but it would just blow cold air, and then guy came over to look at it, and it just showed me, man, and it was fucked. The whole heat exchanger thing was all rusted out, and I was like, yeah, this is just gonzo, man. You got to. I had no choice but I had to buy a new furnace, man, and fuck. I'm just lucky I had the money to do it, because if it would have happened to me a year ago, I would have been fucked. I wouldn't have had the money to do it, man. Luckily, something told me that something like this was coming, so I was saving a bunch of money up, and luckily I had it to do it, because it was a lot more than I thought it could have possibly been. I don't want to say how much it was, but it was a kick in the balls, I'll tell you that much. And so I'm just kind of like reeling after that happened. I had missed 3 days of work. Well, I only missed 2 days because of that. They got it done quick. And within one, they're really good, I guess, at fixing an emergency. When you're stuck out in the mountains in January, But 3 to 8. Yeah, I wish it was only 3 to 8. But yeah, and now I know another thing I know is that my water heater's starting to go bad, so I know it's not really working very well. I'm just afraid to even look at that. I'm sure it's all fucked. So I imagine it won't be long till I'm going to be needing a new water heater. So I got to be prepared for that. I was up at Eldora on Wednesday because after all that happened, I said, fuck it. I'm just going to go snowboarding. And we got some snow. So I had a pretty good time snowboarding on Wednesday because I got up there and I got some fresh powder. You got to get there real early to get some freshies in before the masses of humans tear the slopes to shreds. But luckily I can do that. I can get there. I was like first person in line, but still I got like two pretty good runs in, and the third one was halfway decent. And after that, I just started heading back out. So you just got to really go up there on a fresh day and get 3 good runs in and leave. Let the masses have it. But I was talking to a guy standing in the line, and he's like, yeah, he just had to have his water heater replaced. He said it would cost him $4,000. So, but he did say, he's got one of the better top of the line, probably the best water heater he could get. So if I get a second best one, it would be cheaper than that. But yeah, I guess I could do the water heater myself. But, it's kind of nice to have a warranty on it and shit, and in case it fucks up. I'm sure I could do it myself. I know some people that could probably help me with it. 600 to 1,000 tops for, and now they probably charge you another couple thousand to install it nowadays. So this guy he's told me it cost him $4,000. So, but yeah, just like that, right? You figure that went wrong. Yeah, I'd walk you through it. So easy. 2 hours. You gotta be able to sweat pipes though, huh? Gotta know how to solder copper pipes. Ken saving for a power generator looking at $1,000. That's not bad. Oh, shit, anything you can get for $1,000 these days ain't shit. $1,000 just ain't nothing anymore. You know, these guys I work with, they're looking at bicycles and shit. You know, an average one of these fancy mountain bikes nowadays are like $6,000-$7,000. You got to be fucking shitting me. You have Galvy or copper. Copper, I'm thinking. I don't know. I haven't really looked at it. A solar gen's the way to go, man. If you're going to get a generator, you know, because gas, you're not going to be able to count on getting gas, you know, if it comes down to power goes out, grid goes down. The gas stations are going to be fucking shut down. There won't be any gas. So, and you can only store gasoline for like 3 or 4 months before it goes bad. I guess you could put some chemicals in it that makes it last longer. But shark bite fittings, yeah, I've heard of those. I just don't like messing around with gas. So yeah, I'll probably just hire someone to do it, man. Be a lot less of a fucking stress to me. Well, it's just a financial stress, you know. Once I get it done, and I got, I don't have to worry about it for the rest of my life, hopefully. Because I don't plan on living more than another 20 years. And that's what they guarantee it for. Yeah, I'm surprised the water heater hasn't taken a shit already. It's like over 20 years old. So I'm sure it's going to go out. It doesn't work very well. The hot water is like not real good. Sucks because they fuck yeah. I understand that, man. It does suck, but hire a reputable company, and at least you got peace of mind that if it fucks up, it's going to be fixed for 20 years of warranty. So, you shell out a couple grand for the install, and it gives you a little peace of mind. Maybe that at least if something goes wrong, they'll have to fix it for the next 20 years. As long as you maintain it. That's what I found out. You got to have it professionally maintained every year on the furnace, which costs like $300 right now. Probably by next year it'll be $400. So you got to spend an extra $400 a year to have the thing serviced so that you can not void your warranty. It's just, you just can't win these days, man. There's between, your fucking appliances and your vehicle. There's no way to ever get ahead, ever that you can stop working, because you always need money for these things. So, well, what are you going to do? But yeah, I'll think about that, Davey boy. Doing it myself. I'm sure I can watch a YouTube video and it'll show me how to do it. That's all you need to do. I'm pretty good with my hands. But but when it comes to messing with gas, and these modern cars, man, they're just way too complicated for me to fix myself. I would help you, ma'am. Yeah, maybe I'll send you a ticket to come out here and help me put in a water heater. It'll be cheaper than hiring someone. So easy these days. But, we'll see, man. I'll just hopefully it doesn't shit out on me for a little while longer. Because if it shits out on me like sooner, then I'll have no choice but to do it myself. I'll go down to the Home Depot and get me one. You know, probably I know there's a couple of people I work with that could probably help me with it. They're pretty. Yeah, I hate to see people get fucketh. I hear you, bro. Appreciate it, man. So, but yeah, you gave me something to think about. But as far as the furnace, yeah, I think the unit was like 80% of the price. And so 20% was the install, or 25 maybe. So yeah, it was pretty expensive. Basically about as much as I paid for my car. Shit. But hey, that's life, right? Things go great for a while, and then, or like my stepdad used to say, things go like that for a while, and then they get bad. He's talking about when you're having a hard time in life, things go like that for a while, and then they really get bad. You say, like, basically telling me, you think it's bad now, it could get a whole lot fucking worse. Okay, buddy? I grew up during the fucking Depression, for fuck's sakes. You don't hear me complaining. But yeah, it's pretty much we're heading right back into a depression that'll make the Great Depression of the 30s seem like fuck around fun time. You didn't think you were really going to get ahead, did you? No, I know. It's somehow life always finds a way of fucking pulling you back fucking down. Like you're trying to climb out of the bucket of crab, like you're the crab that's trying to escape, and you're just about to get out of the bucket, and another crab reaches out and fucking pulls you back down. They say, right? That's a good analogy. The old crab, buckets in the crab analogy. Crabs in the bucket analogy. You're just about to escape the bucket, and another crab grabs you and pulls you back down. Get back in here. You're going to suffer with the rest of us. Oh, well, you just got to laugh at it, man. Just find the humor in it all. It's all you can really do, right? Eventually, even the worst, hardest fucking times of your life, at some point you could look back and laugh at it. Oh, I remember when I was going through those really dark days of my life? Man, it's hilarious now. God, why was I so worried about it at the time? But it's always been the same fucking crab. He's trying to write crab or crane. Yeah. Yeah, the N is right by the B. So, yeah. There's the crab. Big. That's what's going on in Davos right now. That's the big story of the week. Eat the bugs with Klaus Schwab. I wonder if they'll be having bugs at Davos. They'll be eating a lot of bugs and banging a lot of hookers. Heard they got, like, every hooker in Europe is booked up for the Davos meeting. Starting at $2,500 a night to hire their services. I imagine some of them cost a lot more than that. But, you know, those guys can afford it, man. You know, they deserve it. Only the best. for these highly moral leaders of our world they're all getting together to try to make plans to save the world. That's what they're doing. They're saving the world. And the media says they really don't talk about anything important there. They just get together, hobnob, eat the bugs, and bang the hookers. Greta showed up. Wow. You know, she's not a billionaire, I don't think, but you know, she hobnobs with the billionaires, so they allow her to come, you know. She'll probably be a billionaire in the future, you know. They will create her, make her a billionaire like Elon, you know. Elon won't go to it, man. Elon is like talking shit about it, I guess. Elon is pretending like he's anti-World Economic Forum. He's someone, you know, someone's got to play the devil's advocate, right? Elon's trying to act like he's always trying to act like the good guy. Like he's on our side. The world's richest man. He's on our side, though, man. He wants to save free speech. You know, and he don't hang out with those other scumbag billionaires. But he does have his own private jet. I think his private jet is like a full-size fucking 747. Ain't one of those little. He's got a real airplane. He's got a real airplane. Like our Presidente, like Air Force One, Elon One. But yeah, no, I don't know what his plane is, but I'm just guessing. You know, being the richest man in the world, he's probably got a pretty nice airplane. I wonder if he's got a real like a $1 billion yacht. I think Bill Gates has a $1 billion yacht. I've seen some photos, man. It's beautiful. $1 billion fucking yacht. No, I don't think it's $1 billion. I think it's like $250 million for Bill Gates' yacht, something like that. So imagine if I was Elon, man, I would have a much nicer yacht than that fucking peasant Billy Goats. You know, so I would have to. Oh, he's got a $250 million yacht, does he? Well, I'm gonna buy $1 billion yacht. You don't just go out and buy $1 billion yacht. You have it custom made, designed just for you, personalized. But you know, what is he? I guess I don't know what Elon's net worth is like. I think it's like $100 to $200 billion, somewhere in there, like $200 billion, something. I mean, shit. He spent like what, $45 billion on Twitter. Why did he buy? Oh, that was weird, man. I was looking at the screen. It was like some strange light went fluttering, like almost like a bug flying. Think there's any bugs flying around here in January? Was it some kind of an entity I saw? Talking about Elon. Don't talk about Elon, man. He's probably got his own, artificial intelligence scanning the web, listening for people talking about him. Twitter was free. Hey, Eric Salveson, what's happening? Do you think Twitter was free? Man, I never was into Twitter, man. I don't understand why it's such a big deal. I don't understand it. I'm too stupid. You know, it doesn't make any sense to me how the platform really actually works. You know, it's complicated. You can retweet, put a tweet out, follow people. I never got into it, but I do hear, it's definitely very influential. Good day, Aussies Radio Half Hour. It's definitely a big fucking deal. Ever since it came out, it has been. It's been pushed and promoted, and it's probably no coincidence that Elon bought it. It's all part of the plan. He's going to save free speech. He's on our side. He loves us common people. He's our buddy, Elon. Here's to Elon, our pal. He's going to save the world for free speech. YouTube don't seem to care. You still got to be real careful what you say on this platform. But I understand people are still being censored on Twitter. On the tweeters. Yep. Elon loves his freedom. Well, I'm going to go ahead since we got some of our friends here. Post a link. And Greta got arrested. Yeah, I saw that. That was sad to see poor Greta get arrested. I didn't know Greta was so short. Man, she's like a hobbit. She's like a halfling. It's like those cops were like twice her size, twice her height. Like, wow. I guess, yeah, Swedish people are short. I know that much. My great-grandmother, Helga, is Swedish, from Sweden. She was a short little thing, like a hobbit woman. She wasn't even 5 feet tall. God bless old Helga. She lived to be 101 years old. And she was like 4'9", maybe. Not even close to 5 feet tall. So, yeah. I could understand why Greta was such a small. My grandmother was pretty small. She was like 5 feet. My mother grew a little bit. She was like 5'2". So, yeah. My mother's side of the family, the Swedish side, are very short people. Fat bastard would eat her. Come here, get in my belly. You're smaller than me. I'm gonna eat you. Oh, that's hilarious. Good old fat bastard, man. I was talking to some friends of mine the other day about what was their favorite Austin Powers character. I think Fat Bastard was the best. What do you guys think? What was your favorite Austin Powers character? I also kind of liked, what's his name? Goldfinger? No, Goldmember. Yeah. I had an unfortunate smelting accident. I'm Dutch. Isn't that weird? Get in the chopper. Greta, come on. Get in the chopper. Hurry. Hurry. Come on, if you want to live, get in the chopper. We got to get the doubles. We must get the doubles. But, yeah, I heard old Arnold's not doing too good. Arnold was like looking horrible. Serves him right. Fucking sell out. No, I shouldn't say that. But yeah, we all know what Arnold did a couple years back. Fuck your freedom. Fuck your freedom. I think those were his exact words. I used to be a big Arnold fan before that, This whole last couple years has turned me away from a lot of people I used to like, and I can't stand them because of the whole thing. they showed their true colors. Well, you know, Arnold had to be a fucking scumbag because he was the governor of California, right? Married to one of the fucking Kennedys. Or Shriver. Was she a Kennedy? I'm not sure. But she was tied in with one of those fucking wealthy families. What was her name? Maria Shriver or something like that? The woman that Arnold was married to. Till he got caught fucking the maid. It looks like we have a special guest from way down under.
Hey.
From the future. Oh, yeah. What's happening?
The main event.
Orale, vato.
How are you?
You know, I've been better. My fucking... Did you hear my fucking furnace took a shit this week?
Yeah, I got on the tail end of it.
Yeah, that hurt, man. That was a kick in the balls, man.
Yeah.
That really knocked me down. Sent me reeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very expensive. But, you know, this is how life goes, right? Things like this, you know. I'm just glad I had the resources to handle it, you know. Because, you know, I can't live without it, you know.
If anything, like, you know, if you need things done and you don't know how to do it, I'd probably suggest getting a local guy out because they'd be desperate for work. You know, like a local tradesman or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And usually their prices. Oh, okay. Well, usually their prices are a bit cheaper, or I don't know. I know if I go to a mechanic, I go to a local guy, and he doesn't charge that much if I need to get the car put up on a hoist or something. Like I do the oil changes myself, but any bigger work he'll do. So, and it's not really that much. Look, it might cost like $100 more. If he was to do it than me, but
I do got a guy. My next door neighbor actually, he does work on my car sometimes. He's a retired mechanic.
Yeah,
and he charges me fucking very little. He's a really nice guy, man. You know,
yeah,
but I don't have him do much work for me. But I think I'm going to have him change my shocks on my car. I need to have that done.
Yeah, I've got a list a mile long on my car. I'm thinking there's no fucking point.
Just get a new car, right?
I know. I'm not going to get a fucking Tesla though, man. They're fucking shit.
The
amount of ads I get on Facebook saying, "Oh, the Teslas are coming to Australia," or this Ching Chong China car that's electric is coming to Australia. It's so great. And you know what I do? I comment on it and I say it belongs in the dump.
Belongs in the dump.
Yeah. And all these
there's a lot of
SJ. Sorry, all these SJ. Yeah, there's all these SJW weirdo lefty loony robots who are like, oh, you can't say that about the electric cars.
No, these people love their Teslas, man. Like they worship
Tesla. Yeah.
They worship Elon Musk. He's like,
well, when I went over to your country a few years ago, there was mostly Teslas in California. It was
I'm sure.
Every second car was a Tesla, I think, in California.
There's a lot of them down in Boulder. They love, Boulder's a lot like California. You know.
Yeah. It's kind of like I don't know if you remember the South Park episode where they had all these movie stars coming in, and they're like, why the fuck are all these movie stars coming in? We don't want all these movie stars wrecking our town.
Oh yeah.
Look at the trendies coming
in. They were moving to South Park.
Is
that what it was? South Park?
Yeah.
They didn't want all the famous people moving to South Park.
Yeah, I think it was like movies. It was like they were having a film festival,
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want they didn't want all there's too much people in South Park, and they were only there for 3 days, but there was like the toilets were overflowing, and there's just garbage everywhere.
That's that's an interesting stereotype, right? Did you ever see the one where they had the hippie jam fest?
Vaguely.
Man, that was hilarious.
My brother gave me all the South Park DVDs. I think he collected them up until like season 13 or 15 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he just gave them away to me just recently. He goes, "Oh, I don't watch them anymore. I've watched them." I'm like, "Yeah, I have them."
Yeah, the hippie jam fest one was pretty good. It was like they had like a Woodstock festival at fucking South Park.
I think I vaguely remember.
It was like hundreds of thousands of fucking hippies all over the town.
I remember when it was not Mr. Garrison, Mr. Mackey. He gets really high. I think this is when.
That was a great episode.
And he turns into a fucking helium balloon.
Yeah. He's like,
"Hey kids, what are you doing?" Okay.
He ends up having sex with some hippie chick.
What's that?
He has sex with that hippie chick.
Yeah. And then just smoking drugs.
Didn't he take acid or eat mushrooms or something?
I think he just went on a full blown bender. This guy, it was funny.
He started smoking weed and then he took acid and like he was yeah.
These guys behind the trees. He's like, "Hey, you want to take some acid?" He's like, "No, man, I don't do drugs. Drugs are bad."
Okay, drugs are bad. Okay,
drugs are bad.
Okay. Hey, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah, I got to watch that episode. But yeah, I kind of lost my love for South Park in the last few years.
Yeah, they kind of changed. Like we all know
they showed their fucking colors, man. With the whole 2020 crisis. The episode about that really pissed me off, man.
Yeah, I couldn't watch it.
There was 2 episodes they did that were, before that, the season, they took a whole season off because of the right? And then they finally made 1 episode, the special, right? And then, that one really, it was disgusting. I mean, it had the Grim Reaper riding around on a tricycle. I mean, it was kind of funny, but that one was all right.
Like if we were thinking, like these lefties and all that, we'll probably find a bit of humor in it. But
then they had the next episode was this thing special.
Yeah,
the roll up your sleeve special.
Yeah,
and that one was really that did it, man. That one did it. I watched that and I was like, nah, this is wrong. This ain't.
Davey Boy's saying you win the best. You win the best hair award, Aussie. Oh, thank you. I've been growing this mullet.
Nice,
mullet.
Man.
Look at that.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, I need to shave a bit off the top, but it's a bit messy.
Like,
but,
that hairdo says, "I don't give a shit."
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of going for, man.
I love it. Yeah. That's what I try for, but I don't quite achieve it as well as you do.
It's a bit different, like especially with me. I got curls, right? So it's a bit hard. But once the curls grow out, it starts to look magnificent. I can tell you right now.
Yeah, straight up.
And it's the style now. Like the mullet's coming back, man. It's already back.
Yeah, the mullet's coming back in a big way. Me, man, my hair just turns into dreadlocks, and I spend so much time trying to comb out dreadlocks and pulling them out of my hair, man. It's a lot of work.
I think you'd be better suited to like a ponytail or something. I reckon you'd have like you kind of had that look of a ponytail, like you grow your hair long and just put in a ponytail.
That's what I do. You don't know?
That's what. What's that?
You don't know I have a ponytail?
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know how long your hair was. I didn't know. Oh, yeah. You've never shown it. That's cool.
Yeah, that's all I can do. It's the good thing is about having long hair and a ponytail is I've saved thousands and thousands of dollars on haircuts.
Yeah.
Cost you like $30, $40 now. I don't know, $50 now to go get your haircut. I feel bad for the hairstylists or the barbers or whoever. I used to go to like Supercuts when I used to get my haircut a lot. Back then, it only cost like $6 or $8 for a haircut, and you give the lady like a $5 tip, and she was happy.
Yeah.
But now.
Yeah, I remember when haircuts used to be like just a basic trim was like $10. Now it's probably I don't know $30, $40.
Yeah, because everything the hair cutting people have to make a living. The world is just so expensive.
Yeah,
everything it's a vicious cycle. Everybody has to pay more for everything, so they have to charge more for everything, right? You gotta get the cost of living is going up, so people have to pay their employees more. So they pass that on to their they have to raise their prices so they can pay their employees more. And that's what we're seeing now, right? It leads to inflation, right? Prices of everything just keep going up, and they're gonna say, "Oh, they're doing all these things now, to curb inflation, right? They're raising the interest rates, but it doesn't seem to be working at all." Well, yeah, we got inflation. Inflation's going down. Finally, it went from 9% down to 8.5%. And that's bullshit numbers too. It's way higher than it's almost like twice the numbers that they're telling us. Because they don't, in the United States, when they figure the inflation rate, they don't count food or energy.
I'd say it's more like 20 or 30%. I'd say in the last 2 years.
I'd say it's about 15%.
Yeah, I don't know. It really depends.
That's how much they raise my bills every year, like 15%.
Yeah, I've worked that out too. It's about 15%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's anywhere from 10 to 20%, which averages out to 15.
Yeah. And then you got to add in everything else and other expenses.
And but they're saying it's only 8 or 9%.
Yeah, it's a joke.
And that's ridiculous.
It's not much better here. I can tell you now, it's not much better here.
I don't think so.
We live on a prison island.
Yeah, I don't think it's much better there.
I need to get off this thing.
Jacinda Ardern is stepping down.
Yeah, Horseface. Yeah, I've seen that.
Horseface.
Yeah, she's in the Melbourne Cup now. She's running the Melbourne Cup.
She's running the Melbourne Cup.
No, she's running in the Melbourne Cup. She's a racehorse in the Melbourne Cup. That's what I heard.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Is it too deep for jokes?
Maybe she could come out here and run the Kentucky Derby.
The Kentucky Derby, yeah.
That's the biggest horse race on the planet, right?
Yeah. She may as well. Well, I don't even know if it's a she. I think it's a he.
Yeah,
we don't know.
Probably nowadays. But can you define what anything is nowadays? You can't.
Can you define what a woman is? Do you know what a woman is?
I was listening to the radio the other day, and they were talking about how Black women are having a much higher rate of more infant mortality. Their babies are dying at a much higher rate. And they wouldn't say a Black mother. You know how they say instead of Black mother, they say
a color. No,
a person of color, a birthing person of color. They won't say mother. And they won't say black woman. They say birthing person of color.
Mm.
No shit. They would say the word mother. They would say birthing person. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
You know, this is on the National Public Radio. They would not say mother. It's birthing person now. Like, you
because they have to
be kidding me, man.
They have to get their they have to get
ridiculous.
they have to get their pronouns right.
But is someone going to get offended by the word mother? They're going to offend somebody by saying mother.
There's an energy drink called Mother. I don't think people are going to get offended.
Birthing person.
Birthing person. What do they call Daddy?
Yeah, it's really weird. They can't say black mothers. They say birthing persons of color. Fucking weird, man. The world's gotten insane.
Oh, I just came back from the shop. I went shoe shopping, right? And because my mum had these gift cards in her name, she went with me shoe shopping, right? And in the end, I ended up buying a whole ensemble, right? Anyway, I had to get some hiking shoes, boots for work, right? And this woman behind the counter, she's wearing a mask still, and I'm thinking, and she's a young lady, and I'm thinking, just take it off. And then like, when we finally left the store, I said to my mum, she goes, "Oh, she was a lovely lady, you know, she seemed to be happy." I said, "I couldn't tell if she was happy." And she goes, "Why?" I said, "She was wearing a mask." Yeah, and my mum, she's like, she kind of like, she gets it that this whole thing is a bit of a, you know,
ridiculous,
right? She gets it now, but she still thinks that there is something, you know, like they're on the fence about it. You know, they don't really, you know. And she goes, "Oh, you know, don't be like that," you know. So, it's just hilarious.
Rasta, hey, in the house.
What's up, man?
Orale, vato.
How's it going, bro?
Oh, not too bad. You know, could be
How
worse.
you doing, Ozzy?
Hey, how's it going, Eric?
I had a catastrophe happen this week. I'm sure you heard.
Yeah? What happened?
My furnace broke down.
Oh, shit.
Shit, yeah. I had to replace my furnace.
Cold as shit, and that's expensive.
That hurt real bad.
I know I charge like $16,000 for some HVAC jobs with furnace, but usually a furnace is like $6,000 or so.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a really, really expensive week for me.
I'm sorry, bro.
But you know, I'm lucky, man. I'm lucky. I was able to take care of it, you know.
That's good, man.
And
cold
in the
as
middle
shit.
of winter, and up here in the mountains, you know, not much choice in the matter, you know. You know, if it would have happened to me a year ago, I would have been fucked, dude. I don't know what I would have done.
You still got the fire.
I would have had to go out and sell my ass. What would have happened to me a year ago?
Like, yeah, I'm down on Colfax, man. Trying to make some money.
You got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Aren't you Eric Farmer? Yeah, I'm been working Colfax now for a while, trying to sell my.
But, you know, I couldn't get much for my ass though. That's the problem. So it's not even worth it. Yeah. Maybe when I was a younger guy, but no, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't sell my ass, man. I love my donkey.
Sometimes you got to make that money, though, buddy.
Yeah. So you should always have at least 10 to 20 grand set aside for emergencies these days. Yeah. Because emergencies are very expensive these days.
How many people have that sitting around?
It's just what it costs nowadays for your average emergency.
It's the truth, man. How you doing, Ozzy?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Got myself a job, so just plodding along there.
Job, man? What the fuck's the matter with you?
What are you doing?
I didn't need to get the you know what for it, so it was all good. They're desperate for people, and yeah.
Yeah, they kind of cut that.
Yeah.
I hope it does never comes back again, but I'm not sure.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm a bit relieved about it, and I'm just plodding along at the moment. Just enjoying life, trying to get my life back on track, saving a bit of money, paying off a bit of the house. So just trying to do it bit by bit. So, it's only me anyway. Like I don't have any dependents. So I don't have a wife and kids. Life's good, you know. But if you're not working, it kind of hits hard, you know. Can't afford shit. So
You gotta eat, buddy.
yeah.
So what do you do to work?
Hunger sucks.
It kind of sucks what I'm doing. I don't even like what I'm doing, but it's reading water meters. Well, it keeps me fit, so pays the bill.
Do what you got to do, man.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I don't like the idea of reading water meters and the customers getting a bill for water. But you know, what can you do?
Hey, man, we live in a system, and you got to make money to live in the system.
Sadly,
yeah.
What's the horrible things people will do for money?
But it's interesting. I'm walking around a lot of these new housing estates and just looking at how they build in houses. Like you're trying to maneuver around all the builders' rubbish and all that to find these water meters. Yeah, and you see some of them are leaking. Some of them like crash into them with their, you know, they might break them or something like that. And I've seen a few that were like just pissing out water. You know, you got to report that they're leaking and take photos and that stuff. It's an interesting thing.
That's bullshit, man. Charging people for water.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it either, but it's
at least I don't have to pay for water.
Yeah.
And then and then they put shit all in the water.
Oh man.
Yeah. I've been watching some things about what's in the average city tap water. Oh my god. It's fucking horrible.
We got voted some of the tastiest tap water in the country, and I live on a freshwater aquifer, but they shut down the freshwater aquifer and then piped in city water. So I'm like sitting on top of amazing water, but they pipe it in.
Won't let you have it. You gotta drink the water we tell you to drink.
Yeah,
it's good for you.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Mix it up and make Kool-Aid.
Eric and Eric, man, we both work in construction, and you buy so many chemicals and shit from Home Depot, and you know there's a lot of Babylon crap that we have to put up with too, man. So kind of no matter what you do as a job, you're gonna have some type of system that you have to follow, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. Glad you got work. That's good.
Yeah, and I've lost some weight too. I lost about 10 kilos because I don't know what that is in pounds or whatever. But
you do look a little thinner, yeah.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, so thanks for that. Compliments, thank you. But,
now you're gonna be doing CrossFit next thing, and fucking you'll be ripped, fucking.
Yeah, I'll be bulking up and you know getting all muscly and shit, Hulk Hogan kind of shit, you know.
Hey man, it can happen.
Yeah. I know. A mate of mine was doing before all this shit happened last 3 years. He was doing this guy that I knew from high school. He was doing weightlifting, like deadlifting, and he was deadlifting like very very. I don't know how much, but he was deadlifting quite a lot. Like he was pretty strong, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna get strong at all, bud, you gotta follow Liver King, you know, and just eat raw livers, raw fucking hearts, testicles, you know.
Testicles.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Do you know Liver King, dude?
What's that?
Do you know Liver King?
Liver King.
No.
Dude, look up Liver King. Here, I'll pop it up, dude. This guy's a fucking story, dude.
Is he a YouTube channel or?
He's YouTube and TikTok famous.
Okay.
Here, I'll play you one.
So it's liver, as in liver, King, yeah.
Yeah, he likes to promote eating raw
Eating organs.
Oh, okay.
Yummy. Yeah, you know, that's what when a wolf or any predator kills an animal, they always eat the organs first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because it's very nutrient rich too, and it's warm. Like it'd still be warmer than the other.
Ooh, yeah, yum
meat.
yum. Nice
So-
warm fucking gizzard. Pancreas.
No, I can't believe you guys don't know. Here, I'm gonna share this shit.
That's some good pancreas. Oh man, no, that pancreas is full of cancer. Yuck. Very common though.
Liver King here, and this is what I'm having for my.
We got another guest. Oh. Where is it? I can't see nothing. Must have overloaded Eric's fucking computer. He's seized up.
Maybe they're censoring us again. I got another comment. You know how YouTube they delete comments if they find it offensive or something.
Do they?
Or I just got
against their agenda. Yeah.
Yeah, I just got a warning from YouTube because one of my comments went against their communist guidelines or some shit. I don't know.
The communist online.
Yeah, not community. Community is communist.
Exactly.
You got to. It's a play on words. You got to get the play on words.
The communist guy. Oh, we got Ken
Am I
Rodman
back
here.
Oi,
Got more
g'day.
friends in the
G'day.
house.
How you going, guys?
How you going?
Yeah, good. Nice Sunday afternoon here. Pretty warm. Must be pretty warm over Aussie's way too. Yeah.
Good for you. It's cold as fuck
Yeah, it's
here.
a bit
up here.
overcast. It's a bit overcast, but it's not too bad. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, right?
Yeah.
We've gone back to January weather here. It was nice last week.
Oh, right.
It's
Snow.
cold now. Yeah,
Still
snow,
snowing up
cold.
there, eh?
We're expecting another snowstorm to come Sunday
Yeah.
into Monday. So I might be going snowboarding on Monday. We'll see.
Hmm. Sounds good.
Fuck it.
We just lost Eric.
He
I'll
said he'll
rejoin.
rejoin.
Oh. Must
Yeah.
be the internet. Reception.
Feeling like typical January weather here now. Almost February. Cold as fuck.
Mm.
I take
Yeah,
my
I
dog
get
out
that.
for a walk. He has his feet start freezing before we get home, so I have to take him for a short walk because his feet will start freezing up and he'll be going like this. And sometimes I have to pick him up and carry him. He won't even move because his feet are frozen.
What's up, Ken?
Hey. G'day, guys. Yeah. Hey, that's Eric. Good to see you, mate.
How are you?
You popped out as I popped in. Yeah. Must be the reception.
Do you know Liver King, Ken?
I've never. No, I heard you talking about Liver King. Yeah, he's the king of eating livers and raw and all that. I was watching Jake the Arsehole do that. He was eating a raw liver on one of his channels.
This guy's like hardcore ripped, man. Like hardcore ripped.
Yeah.
He's like saying he's all natural. He eats all liver. That's why he's ripped.
But then they found out he was doing steroids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he was lying the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have heard
There's
of
a
the guy.
place. There's a place in Russia where they only eat raw meat. You know, your cat. It's called your cat, and it's so cold they just eat raw meat. You know, yeah. No veggies. I don't know how you get along eating it with no veggies, but people do. Yeah.
It's so cold they can't even cook their fucking meat. Got to eat it frozen.
Looks like they dry it out somehow. I don't know. Look pretty horrible. But, yeah.
Look, to be honest, I don't think I could eat raw liver or raw meat.
Nah, I'm not tempted.
I've probably eaten liver. I've probably eaten like what, steak and kidney pie or something. I've probably eaten liver, but you know.
Oh, lamb's fry,
I
they call
don't
it.
like liver, man. That's not bad.
Fried
actually.
liver, we call it lamb's fry, you know, the
It's
lamb
a
liver.
really strange meat.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, my mother used to make us eat liver.
Yes, I hated it.
Yeah, that's how you like.
We'd have that once a week, you know. So,
Yeah,
no.
anything your parents force you to eat when you're a kid, you end up not liking.
I made it sound better by calling it, you know, a fancy name like lamb's fry or something, but it's still just fried liver.
And, my mom would make corned beef and cabbage a lot too, and I never liked that. But now I kind of like it, but not really.
It's good once a year.
Oh, yeah.
I like raw cabbage. I don't like cooked cabbage. It just smells like seaweed or something to me.
What about kimchi?
Yeah, I like it.
Kimchi? No, never. No. My first stepdad used to eat that shit, man.
What about pickled mushrooms?
Pickled.
Never heard of that.
I think I've tried
That's
that.
what I've been doing
Pretty good.
because it's been hot. Because it's been hot, I've just been buying some, like punnets of mushrooms from the grocery, like fruit and veg, and then I just clean them up and I put them in jars. Fill them
Sounds
with
like
vinegar.
it might be good. Pickled mushrooms.
I fill them with vinegar and then just put
Something
them
I
in
would
the
try.
fridge, and then let them sit for about a week. And they're beautiful. They're Polish delicacy. They're Polish.
Yeah.
Well, that's what sauerkraut. You do the same with cabbage, you know. You put in the vinegar and it makes sauerkraut. Yeah.
You know, back in the day,
it's
before refrigeration, with all these preserved foods, man, our biome was much stronger, and we were much, less prone to disease because of those fermented.
Hmm. Speaking of mushrooms, though, I guess it's legal now to grow mushrooms in Colorado, psychedelic mushrooms.
Well,
Yep.
they're pickled psychedelic mushrooms.
Well, it's fucking
Ooh,
it's
there you
decriminalized.
go.
It's not legal. It's decriminalized, right?
Decriminalized. Yeah. You can grow them yourself though, and not get in trouble.
Well, you
But
could
you can't sell them.
grow them. You could always grow them even before that through oncology research. But now that it's decriminalized, they won't bust you for having, small amount.
Okay. And I imagine it's also leading to a retail sales in the near future.
Yeah, in Oakland, California, outside of San Francisco, they openly sell mushrooms. Like you can just fucking
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, no, nothing wrong with mushrooms, man.
No, dude, they're great
Yeah.
for you.
You know why? The system, the powers that be don't like it, because it makes people think outside the box.
Expands the mind.
They don't want people thinking outside the box.
No.
You suddenly start free thinking for yourself, you know.
That's why they don't like those kind of drugs.
Kingdom. We live in the mushroom kingdom.
LSD, mushrooms. They don't want people doing that shit because it makes them think.
No.
It makes them look at the world and go, God, this fucking world is ridiculous. Can't believe this is how we live.
You know, that's
How
what
dare you?
time I'm on psychedelics. I think that.
You look at the world.
LSD made me
it's
think
so
that way
stupid. The
too.
whole world is so fucking stupid.
Yeah, psychedelics changed my whole perspective of society.
It's ridiculous when you're in that state of mind and you look at the world. You're just like, my God, so insane. You can't think about it for very long, or you go on a bad trip.
Yeah,
Start thinking about something else.
You're like stuck in idiocracy. You're like, oh, shit. It is real.
Yeah. It's not a good idea when you're doing those kind of drugs to really get too serious about anything. But yeah.
Well, it's my fucking birthday today, man.
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday, buddy.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Birthday.
Thank
And
you.
happy returns. It's not every day you have a
You're
birthday, is
getting
it?
older.
No.
Congratulations, you're getting older.
1 year
Congratulations.
closer to death. 1 year closer to death.
Congratulations,
eh?
you're aging.
I can't believe I made it, man.
I
What are
can't
you,
believe
like?
I'm 64. Huh?
What are you, like 22?
Got that caught up.
22.
22. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Still got a long way to go, mate. Still young.
22.
Mm.
Fucking 22.
What do you think about what were you worried about when you were 22?
22.
Where is my next vagina coming from?
Would have been one thing. Yeah, sure.
That's all that mattered to me when I was 21, 22. Yeah.
13 years ago.
I didn't care about anything when I was 22, really, man. It wasn't until like the late 2000s that I started wondering about what the fuck's going on in this world. Up until then, I just didn't give a shit too much. Didn't follow, didn't pay attention to things. Not that I do much anymore, but
Yeah, that was 2010 or so. So that was.
yeah, me too. It was like right around that. You know when the Gulf oil spill happened? That was when I really started looking into things. Started learning things around then. A lot of, started questioning everything.
I joined.
It built up. It built up since 2001 till then, I was hearing things. People that were, enlightened, you might say, would say things to me, and yeah. And even before that, I mean, I knew a lot of things were fucked up in this world. My parents and my my aunts and uncles, they always kind of told me a lot of things that truth said a lot of people just know, like war is a racket, like shit like that. That you don't, the government's fucked. They even the older generations knew all that. But, especially like my parents' generation, right? They were, the 60s children, right? They were that generation, that came out of the Vietnam War and shit,
You know who's my best friend out here, really?
So they were pretty wise.
I'm best friends with a 74-year-old Vietnam vet out here. Who would be like, your parents. I don't really vibe with many people my age, man. But those old school Vietnam vets.
They're starting to die off now for big time.
Yeah, dude, they're gonna be gone soon.
The lifestyle that generation lived, they're dying young.
Yeah. Once that Pokey came out, man, they'll go bye-bye.
Yeah, a lot of them are already gone, man, from the Vietnam War generation.
Yeah.
A lot of them are already. A lot of them died in their 60s and early 70s.
A lot become homeless too, like the recent ones. The recent ones.
This guy
The ones that are still alive.
This guy I do all this outdoor activities with. He's an outdoorsman like I am. If you look behind him, and he's
old school.
He teaches me all this stuff, man. He's real old school. he's got like fused back, his like fused neck. He's got all like 7 different surgeries, his traumatic brain injury, but he's like, let's go out there. You want to go? And I'm like, yeah. And I'll carry all his shit, and I'll like picked his ass up when he fell today and almost knocked himself out. And yeah, I'm like, I could tell he's on his way out, but I'm gonna be like, dude, let's come out here in the Colorado mountains and we're gonna do some mountain shit before you go. You know, Eric knows what I'm talking about. The Colorado Rocky Mountains, dude. Doing outdoor stuff in these mountains does something to your soul, man.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Yeah, from skiing to hunting, fishing,
hiking, fishing, all that, just camping, whatever.
Just being in these mountains out here, guys. You know, you're in Australia, but in the Rocky Mountains,
it looks beautiful from what I've seen on the movies.
It's something. It hits your soul.
It's like, the movies don't do it justice.
Doesn't the Rocky Mountains?
They never do.
It hits your soul, doesn't it, Eric?
Sometimes, yeah, man. Sometimes it's amazing.
Oh,
when
yeah.
the light is just right and you're just in the right spot. Man, that's just so beautiful.
I call it Ray time, golden time.
I see it every morning driving to work, man. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, that red.
I got one of the most beautiful commute in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From here to Louisville.
Are you going through Golden
I'd
Gate?
rather,
Yeah.
I'd rather travel an hour on a
You're
country
going through
road to get
Yeah.
half an hour.
Yeah, I
in
go
the
through
city.
Golden Gate Park down to
Shoot.
Gap Road to Coal Creek Canyon,
Uh,
and then up 93, so you get to see the Flatirons coming into Boulder from the south.
One time I was living in Ned and I made eggs in the morning and I was going to go skiing in Summit County, you know, Breck or Copper. And I made these eggs and I threw in a bunch of hash. I was like, I'm going to get baked before I go. And
Hash with eggs?
yeah. I ate them up, dude. And then
Hash brown.
I'm driving through Coal Creek, dude, and I passed out. I was like, I gotta go pass out. I pulled over on the side of the road and fucking fell asleep, dude. And I woke up.
There's your body stoned out.
You're still stoned.
Yeah.
I woke up to a knock.
Uh-huh.
Well, that all.
Oh no.
He took my volcano and he was like, "What is this volcano?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's for my asthma." You know.
I don't know. He broke up there, man.
He was like, "What is this volcano?" And I was like,
coming out
"Oh,
of your car?
you know the volcano vapes?"
Oh, volcano vape.
Yeah, he was like, "What is this thing?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's for my asthma."
Did the cop ask you that?
That's for my glaucoma.
You'd never seen one, eh?
Yeah, they just took everything, man, and said, "Get the fuck out of here," you know.
Yeah. Didn't really push you, man. You're lucky.
Nah,
They're
dude.
a bit different around here, I'll tell you. The cops they're nasty.
They're out to bust everybody for anything they can.
They're
Were they
ruthless.
like the cops in that movie? Was it you know he goes littering and what's that one?
Super Troopers. That's so
Super
funny.
Troopers. He's like littering and they're getting caught. They're getting pulled over and they're all stoned and shit.
Yeah,
Usually
these
the
guys
cops,
are doing echoes at them, and
the cops are like, "Damn, where did you get this?" And I'm like, I don't know, but
I don't know.
this is really good. And I'm like, yeah. But yeah, man, that was a long, long time ago in my younger years. Now I have to be a serious man, you know.
Yeah.
responsibilities.
No, yep. You're a father, man. You got no choice.
Yeah. when you get old, man, you want to just go to bed at like 8:30 usually. So,
Yeah,
But-
I'm usually in bed by 9 o'clock or something.
We're doing some pretty cool projects, man. We just did a hardwood maple kitchen, all open cabinets and waterfall edge on the countertops. You know what that is, Eric?
What?
You know what a waterfall countertop edge is?
Nuh-uh.
Yep.
You know, like you got
Yeah.
your countertop going across. Instead
you
of
put all-
instead of ending at the end of the cabinets, you go down to the floor on an outside 90,
Nice.
and it just continues down.
Uh,
They look really
Nice.
good. Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
a stone countertop.
Yeah,
Very
Slate
nice.
tool.
yeah. Check out waterfall countertops,
All right.
man. It's real fancy.
Anyways, yeah, I think I'm gonna play a video for you guys, just for
Oh.
fun. You want to see a fun video?
Oh yeah.
Really cool. Yeah, man, I think
Yeah.
it'll be fun.
Let's see how fun it is.
Let's see.
I'll put my camera off so it plays better.
Okay, can you see that? You see the video on the screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
What's up, Miss Daisy? What's up, man?
Oh man, what's up, man?
The hell is wrong with you?
Man, I got fired today, man. On my day off.
Damn, you got to be a stupid mother plumber to get fired on your day off. What'd you do?
They're accusing me of stealing mystery boxes, man. Who wants to buy a mystery box? You don't even know what's in it. They got the wrong toes.
I can't blame him, man. All y'all looking like,
Man, forget that. I gotta find me a new kingdom, man. They're racist out here, homie.
hey, chill, man. I got something that's gonna make you feel real good. Something gonna make you forget about all that shit, man. Toad, I'm gonna get you high today, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Look, it's Friday. You ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Yeah, man, I ain't with all that, man.
Oh shit, shit, Mario coming, man.
Who?
Mario. Man, how do your shit, man? You tried to take my cart last week. This is my grandmama chain. Here, put the shit in here, man.
Man, ain't he like your brother?
Nah, man, we got different daddies, man.
What's up, Toad? What's up, Luigi?
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
What's up, Donkey Kong? You ain't shit anyway. What's up with y'all?
Right there.
Hey, you say something?
Nah, man. Say nice weather, man.
I ain't hear nothing.
Alright, good. Cause it's hunting season.
I was talking to Yoshi, man. Shut up, Yoshi.
Shit, I just came to check up on y'all real quick.
Yeah, man, we good, man, right?
Yeah, we good.
We good, man.
Yeah,
We good.
Alright, yeah, I feel it.
Yo, man.
Yeah, good looking out for your boy, Toad.
Yeah, man, you got money?
Yeah, I needed something, you know what I mean? I gotta hit up Walmart later, give me some shit.
Dang, man, you gonna rob you? You a punk. Hey, man.
Who the fuck now?
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You know I need this. Hey, you know me, I get high every day. I get high every day. I get high every night. Shut up!
Him.
Don't be singing my shit.
Man, you gonna let him take all the stuff like that, man?
Man, I told you what happened last week, man. This one crazy mother plumber.
Come on, man. I won. Give me my coin.
What?
I lost.
What up, Mario?
Man, hold on. What?
Can I talk to you for a second? Hey man, Bowser's tripping, man. He sent me over here to get my star back. You know, I wouldn't trip.
Man, what star?
You know that star I let you borrow last week? The one I've been texting you about.
I didn't know you wanted it back, homie. Let me get that for you. It's over here about all them pipes and shit I be jumping in.
All right, cool. I mean, it's like it's both of our stars. We can both power up off it.
That's my star, punk. Mario World.
Damn, you got knocked the hell out.
All right, well, I'll be back. Check up on y'all a different time.
Man, you ain't too good of a person, man.
Hey, man, I spend all day chasing a dumbass little princess around who always getting caught. You gonna tell me I'm not a nice person? You kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. You know what?
You done pissed me off now, homie. Now I'm about to knock your ass into Mario World 10. How you like that?
I told you that plumber crazy, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little video for you guys.
Very good. Mario Hood style.
That's some good shit, huh? You done pissed me off.
Imagine if they actually made a video game like that.
Hurt my feelings just a little bit.
Imagine if that was the real Mario Brothers. They made a game out of that.
I thought you guys might enjoy that. A little comic relief.
Mario, it's like Mario Brothers, the Friday edition.
Yeah, it's a Friday edition for sure.
Yeah. I was looking on that guy's channel to see if he had any other Mario. I think that's like the only Mario skit he did. But yeah, that channel is called The Cuban Guy with a QBAN. Cuban Guy. And yeah, he makes a bunch of skits, but that's just one of them. That's my favorite one.
He's a part of Q, isn't he?
Cuban Guy? Cuban Guy?
Yeah, he's part of Q. I think he is.
Yeah, it's him. Like all those guys you see in his video, they all have their own channels too, and they make videos, and they play characters in each other's videos. So there's some funny shit, man.
It'd be fun. Give some something to do.
I was telling this old timer about he was talking about the January 6th riot
debacle.
The January 6th debacle.
I was like,
we're not allowed to say the R word.
Shenanigans.
The R
Shenanigans. January 6th shenanigans.
Yeah.
I like that one guy in the video. He's like, "Hey, yo, Mario, can I talk to you for a minute, man? Yo, man, homeboy be tripping, man. I need to get that star back."
Yeah.
That character was hilarious.
You guys remember who was the main face of that January 6th show?
Oh, the Buffalo guy.
The Buffalo guy.
Wasn't that insane? Oh, my God.
If you look up Buffalo Guy, he's on IMDb as an actor.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I remember hearing he's an actor. And he acts like an actor, and he reminded me of Isaac Cappy, actually. You know? That Cappy guy who jumped off the bridge allegedly.
I'm not sure on that one, but the whole January 6th thing, man, that's just something.
Oh, it was just such a setup. It was pathetic. Wanted us to believe.
Everything's a setup. I'm gonna get a t-shirt that says "Everything's a setup," or "Everything's a setup" or a setup.
Yeah.
That's a good one, man. Hey, if you get one, man, make an extra one for me.
Oh, wait. I'll send it over.
Yeah. I still got to send Ken a package. I'll get around to it, man. Give me his address.
Yeah.
I've been so busy lately, but yeah, I'll put a package together to send to Ken.
Cool. I'll give you me Lockie address. That way it won't get pinched.
Yeah.
So I'm
Oh,
sure
you got another address?
Yeah. I'll soon have another one. I'll have
Yeah,
two
Ken or
addresses.
Rocky, if you guys want to send me your addresses, I'll send you something funny.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
You ever heard of a jackalope?
The who?
Jackalope?
Jackalope. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Those are cool.
There's lots of jackalope postcards around here.
There's a lot of jackalopes in Colorado.
What's a jackalope?
These are like
It's half
they're-
rabbit, half antelope.
yeah.
It's basically a
Jackalope.
rabbit with antlers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you guys want to see one,
Anyway,
you'd have to come out west, but maybe we can get you one sent out to down under if it can pass customs, you know.
You know, speaking of jackalopes, do you know what Chinese New Year it is?
It's the tiger.
No.
Rabbit.
The Year of the Rabbit. That's correct.
Oh yeah.
Good point.
See, so Ozzy's paying attention.
That's only because the dumb real estate agent that emails me every year. He goes, "The Year of the Rabbit." That's how I know.
But
Like
why?
the real
What does
estate
it
agent
mean?
who I've got nothing to do with him. I bought a house years ago, but I didn't buy the house from him, but I must have given out my email address to him or something.
Yeah, I guess they just had the Chinese New Year this weekend or whatever, and it's the Year of the Rabbit.
yeah, it is. A few of the Chinese shops are shut
That's the only
because of
reason why.
the New Year. I noticed that the other day. I went to go to my favourite Asian joint and they were closed because of the New Year for a whole week.
Yeah.
Who knows how to say rabbit in Spanish?
Rabito.
No, it's conejos. Conejo. Conejito. Y conejos. Conejo.
Conejo, I think so. I think so. Yeah.
Sí, conejo. Conejo.
Conejo.
Conejos.
You're correct.
Conejita.
Conejo. I've been learning a little Spanish lately.
Yo hablo
Lepus.
español, es así.
It's a new hobby of mine, learning Spanish.
Mi novia
Yeah.
es más mejor. Mi
Conejo. Yeah, the rabbit is
Yeah.
conejo.
And lepus is another name for a rabbit. Yeah, lepus.
Or hare.
Us.
Hare, hare. But it's a different animal. But it's just basically a big rabbit.
Yeah.
Big species of rabbit. It's called the hare.
This is what you have to learn how to say, man. It's chupas. Chupas.
We have-
mis-
Chupa mi huevos. I learned that back in the 3rd grade. Those are the kind of phrases you learn when you're a kid. You know, that's what the Mexican kids teach you. All the bad words. Pendejo.
Yeah, we used to get told bad
Chinga
words.
tu madre. That's another one I learned when I was a kid. Chinga tu madre.
Tomilar mi leche.
It's the first words you learn from a different language. It's the swear words.
Davey Boy says learning Spanish equals I'm out of America soon.
Hey,
No, I've been
when I
working
was
with this
over-
guy. I was working with this guy from Venezuela, so hence
When I was-
the reason I've been learning Spanish. But no, he speaks
When I
pretty decent English. But we have fun teaching each other our languages.
How many Mexicans do you work with, bro?
What's that?
How many Hispanics do you work with?
Hispanics?
Yeah.
Just one. The rest of the crew is all Americans,
Gringos.
white people. But one guy I work with is from Hawaii, but his father was in the military, you know, so he ended up in Hawaii.
Yeah, man.
And he grew up on the Big Island of Hawaii, so Yeah,
I'm trying to
he's
get
an interesting cat. And then this other guy. These are like two not very experienced carpenter. They're learning. The other one is from Venezuela. Really cool kid, man. He's not. He's 40 years old. To me, he's a kid.
Yeah.
But,
one from Venezuela.
I'm not saying my age, but if I'm calling a 40-year-old a kid, it shows you how old I am.
Yeah, I think 30-year-olds are still kids.
Yeah.
Some of the best carpenters I ever met were old timers.
I'm still a kid myself, for fuck's sakes. I'm the oldest kid in America.
When I went to America, right, most of the people there, probably half of the people there probably spoke Spanish. So
half the people speak Spanish in America.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that did speak Spanish, and I felt
you were
kind
down
of out of
in
place.
Los Angeles.
I was thinking, I should have brushed up on my Spanish before I came here, because my room, how you get room attendants if you're at a hotel.
No, they're all Mexicans in California.
Yeah, they're all Mexicans. Yeah, and when I was in Miami, this woman's asking me in Spanish, "Do I want my room cleaned?" And I don't speak Spanish.
I don't either. I'm just learning. It's so so much to learn a language. Thousands and thousands of words.
It's really
even in New York, they speak Spanish as well. Same with California, LA, New York, and
all over
Miami.
There's Hispanic people all over the United States.
Hispanic capital, yeah.
The thing about Spanish is once you
Go to California.
Once you live in a Spanish-speaking country and all you hear is Spanish, you start to immerse yourself, and then you start picking up on it a lot easier.
Because you have to.
Yeah, you have to.
Because a lot of their words are very similar, just spelt slightly different and sound different.
Yeah, they are. You're right about that.
Yeah, it's all related to Latin. It's all related to Latin.
And there's a lot of words that are exact same. They don't change it at all.
Yeah. Even the Balinese, I picked up a lot of their words when I lived there, and I could see how they translated from English into that. It was almost Latin, in a way. When I was younger, I was able to pick up languages easy. I learned a lot of German.
There's a lot of videos on YouTube.
I learned Italian and Balinese, but then when you get older, you forget it all, just totally.
You can learn Spanish just from YouTube. There's so many videos on YouTube about speaking Spanish. It's so
I
easy.
reckon
Just watch it.
Right. I like the idea.
I heard Bali is one of the most beautiful countries.
It was when I went in the 80s. The people are the most
island?
beautiful I'd ever known. I'd never met more nicer people than the Balinese. They're
Bali's an island, right?
They're Hindi, I think. Hindu, yeah. But I really liked their moralistic side. Was I was really impressed. No one steals or anything like that.
Well, it's Sharia law there.
Probably trouble.
Isn't it Sharia law there?
Sharia law.
Well, it's Muslim ran by the the mainland.
Oh, that
they
means
have the military there.
Meaning women have no rights at all.
That use the Javanese women to go over to Bali as prostitutes because the Balinese women refuse to do that sort of thing, which is.
So they have to import their prostitutes?
Yeah. Well, they're already living there. All the Balinese think they're scum. All that Javanese scum. Used to crap.
Speaking of prostitutes, I wonder what's going on at Davos this week.
Yeah, yeah, they got a big bill for all that, haven't they? How many crows did they hire?
That's the big story: is how many prostitutes are
I heard 400 or something.
Cheers to Davos, guys! Cheers to Davos.
Cheers to Davos!
Yeah. Hey, they rock.
They're making the world safe for us over there.
They rot in hell.
They forgot to invite me.
Cheers to Greta. Cheers to Greta.
They didn't send a private jet to pick you up.
I thought
Cheers
I
to
was
Greta.
going to go this year, but they
Cheers to
didn't.
Greta. How
Yeah.
dare
Greta.
you?
Cheers to Greta.
Did you see
dare you?
Avi Mini, this English guy who was going to Davos? Avi was asking him questions. The guy, you could tell he really wanted to smash Avi's head in, and he even admitted he wanted to punch him in the face. And yeah, real nasty piece of work, this one. Like Avi, he's a bit of a show pony, but I could tell he was intimidated by this guy. Avi's our Rebel News reporter in Melbourne who goes all over the joint and has a bung in his head. He used to shoot Palestinians from, because he's in the military over in Israel, and yeah. And now he's a reporter who never seems to get locked up. All the other independent reporters do, like Ozzy Kozak and Monica Schmidt. Yeah, but not Avi.
So what do you think about Jacinda stepping down?
Oh, well, it'll be nice not seeing her ugly horse face for a while, but whoever's going to replace her is already as bad as her.
I heard Gollum is going to replace her.
He's a communist.
Yeah, there's footage of her calling everyone comrades, and she's talking to this socialist group, and she's a full-on communist. She calls her associates comrades, And I've got a video where it looks like she's snorking coke, and definitely
snorking coke.
Snorking coke. Yes. And Dan Andrews, there's one where he's snorking something, sniffing something, and then he comes up with wide eyes. They never blink. And same with that Valensky.
Dan Andrews is still in this position, isn't he? Did he get reelected?
Another 4 years. Yeah.
He got reelected. Can you believe that shit?
It's just like January the 6th shenanigans. It was exactly the same sort. No one liked him. Ozzy, did you know anyone who would have voted him? I only probably know one.
My own father. My father voted for him.
Your father voted for him?
Yeah, my father did. He took 3 of the jab.
Your father took 3 jabs? Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I was surprised how many voted for the Greens. Like the Greens, they think the Greens are all about saving the forest. Oh, God, they couldn't go any further from the truth. They're just into destruction.
But liberal Matthew Guy, he was the same as well. Matthew Guy, Liberal. Right? He's not any different.
No,
what are you going to do? Vote for One Nation? Pauline Hanson isn't going to change the country.
Oh, how was that debate? It was the worst debate I've ever seen in my life. It was like, I thought this was a debate. I didn't think it was about 2 friends getting up agreeing with each other. What the?
I didn't watch it, but I didn't give a fuck. I don't care.
You weren't Andreas?
Yeah, this is pathetic. There is no opposition. It was much more pathetic than the Trump-Biden one. It was like, this isn't a debate. This is like, let's talk nicely to each other. And I won't even put up a fight. I might as well just bend over and let Dan Andrews screw me.
You could tell who was going to win.
Matthews reminded me. Oh, it's pathetic. Oh, yeah, well, the media. The media prophesied it for 6 months before. Oh, it looks like Dan Andrews is going to win in a landslide. 6 months before. How did they know? How did the media know that?
Hey, Ken, we should have gone to the TAB and put some bets on. We should have done that. We should have put $1 million on him. It would have been cashed out, mate. Buy all the Bitcoin. Buy all the gold. Start our own bank. Yeah.
I don't know why there's not more people going postal, but
Well, if you go postal, they'll lock you in a mental asylum here, mate.
More people like falling down, guy. You know, I've been a bit like that in McDonald's.
Oh,
I didn't have
that movie. That movie was way ahead of its time.
Oh, I loved it. I've watched it.
That movie predicted the future. That movie predicted the future.
Iron Maiden actually did a song about that movie.
Is that?
Iron Maiden did a song about that movie.
Is there a who?
It's called "Man on the
There's
Edge."
another. It's about when someone gets pushed too far. A good man pushed too far, and
I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy.
It was a bit like Taxi Driver, you know. He was just fed up with the system and all that, you know. He didn't know what he wanted to do. He was going to kill some politician, and then he changed his mind to blowing away these pimps who were prostituting teenagers. So his cause ended up better than his original path he was going to go on. Taxi Driver was one of the most incredible films of New York, and just really captured that atmosphere.
I haven't really seen that movie.
74,
75. Since I was a
What
kid.
about that movie? What about that movie with Mel Gibson, Conspiracy Theorist? That was
that was a good one. I've got to watch that again. I only
I've never
saw it
seen
once.
that one.
Yeah, it's a good one. The first line in that movie was him talking to a passenger in his taxi. He's a taxi driver in New York, and he goes,
He they put
they put fluoride in the water. Fluoride is rat poison. Rat poison kills you.
How old was
the
that
Nazis?
movie?
The Nazis put that in the water to subdue their people.
Fluoride, and it's rat poison. Yeah. But what year was that movie made?
1997.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ahead of its time.
Yeah. Go on. Are you on Odyssey, Eric? Go on Odyssey. I think it's called
a channel on Odyssey.
123 movies, right? Type in the search engine 123 movies or 321 movies, and you get all these free movies on there. You can download them too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on Odyssey.
You guys should look me up on Odyssey, man. Give me some views.
I think I've got you on Odyssey. I just don't go on.
I'm doing on.
It only uploads
About
videos
3
less than 1 hour.
video.
Most of my live streams don't go on there. And,
Yeah.
I hardly make videos these days, except for doing my live stream once a week.
Yeah.
I think I
will make videos again.
I only used Odyssey as a
I'm
backup.
getting a bit slack.
Just in case they were going to get rid of YouTube for us, so I just use Odyssey as a backup.
I was thinking about doing some like skit videos. I've been inspired by watching skit videos lately. But it's hard to think of a good skit video.
Use me back dream.
But maybe I can get
So
some.
what
of you
is
guys
AB 123 movies?
I could get you guys to play characters in the skit. You know, you could make a little clip and send it to me, and I could edit it together into a skit.
But it's I don't know. We'd have to be very creative on it too. It can be a bit difficult to even just doing it normally can be a bit difficult to pull off, you know. So
yeah, you just got to think of an idea, and then here's an idea for a skit, and then write it down or whatever.
Yeah,
and then just do it. So yeah, we'll see. I'm thinking about it because I've been watching a lot of skit videos, and then they're so fucking funny, so creative. You could tell a lot of truth in a skit. You know what makes something funny is an element of truth, right? An element of truth is what makes something funny. You know, It's like, you know why? It's funny because it's true. You know.
Yeah, that's saying.
That's how comedy works. You're pointing out, a truth that everybody knows, but nobody really talks about. You know, and then everybody laughs because they all know it's true, but they never really talk about it. So you're pointing it out. So that's what a good comic does.
Hang on, they've deleted it. Odyssey have deleted the movies. That's
It
fine.
must have been too much copyright. Because of the copyright, they would have found out though.
Oh, fuck the copyright. I had like over 200 movies in there. That's fucked. Oh,
they ruin everything now.
I did download a few of them though, which is good. But
yeah. That's what I would have done. Yeah, try to get as many down before they bloody ban it. Yeah. I was thinking, they probably banned it when I'm looking for it then. Sure, I know. Yeah. They got other ones, but I don't know what they're about. I mainly went on Odyssey to see Max Eigen because it wouldn't play on BitChute, but it does play a lot better on here, on Odyssey.
I think I learned about Odyssey from Brian Young from High Impact Flicks. You ever watch him?
No.
He's great. He's really good.
I've heard of his channel, but I don't really.
He has a channel now called "Here's the Deal," which is really good. Yeah, he's really good.
I watch Redacted quite often.
Redacted, yeah, I watched that a little bit. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Clayton Morris. Yeah, is that the one? Clayton Morris.
Oh yeah, Clayton and his wife. Yeah.
Yeah, he used to be on Fox News. You know that?
Right. He looked familiar. I was trying to think where I'd seen him. Yeah.
Yeah, he was on Fox News for a long time.
Covering the Davros thing at the moment.
But who knows? That's why I don't know, man. He might just be a soothsayer. Whatever a soothsayer is. But he was former establishment media, right? So
yeah.
But he does seem to be very truthful and all. And his wife was also from the establishment media.
You can tell, she's just as you can tell her reported skills are just the same,
Yeah. They're very it's interesting. They're like almost like a male and female version of each other.
Yeah. That's what
they're very similar.
I'm talking about just in the right.
They're very, unemotional, but still human.
They were talking about Jacinda Ardern, how she, had stood down, and they were sort of mocking her speech, and
so I don't know what to think about that.
Information can be used as a weapon.
I don't know what to think about that redacted with Clayton Morris. You know what I mean? I just don't know if I trust him or not. But either way, he's spitting out a lot of truth. Whether or not he's a gatekeeper, like Alex Jones and the rest of them, right? Probably. If he's former mainstream media, he's like a gatekeeper, they call him. He speaks a lot of truth, but still, he's still, part of the establishment in a way.
Look, if it wasn't for Alex Jones, I probably would have gotten the jab, right? He was like an early warning. I think it was about 10 or 12 years ago. They had a special on that. You know how they interviewed that doctor, and she goes, I'm getting out of America because I feel something's going to happen soon. And they had Jesse Ventura on, and they had the FEMA coffins and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I watched
the good old days. Oh, yeah, the good old days.
I watched that with a mate of mine, and I said, can that really happen? He goes, I don't know. Just take it as a grain of salt, right? Because I watched it when I went over his house for a couple of beers, right? And then he goes, what's this? We're watching it. And then I said to him, can that really happen? He goes, No, I don't think it's going to happen. You know, and then it would have been maybe 10 or 8 years later it happened. You know, and funny story is that I still keep in contact with him. He got the jab because I knew when I was doing my automotive apprenticeship, and he got the jab to get back to work as a mechanic. And I said to him, "Don't get the jab. Don't get the jab." And he goes, "Oh, I've got to get it. I've got to go back to work, blah, 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 you know." And, now he's regretting it. So, like everyone else is.
So none of
There
my
wasn't
friends-
there wasn't anyone who convinced me not to have it because I was trying to convince people not to have the flu shot for the last 30 years.
Yeah,
so
I've never.
let alone other shots. I was dead against all that shit.
I'm
from
so happy
back in
that
the-
something, even back in the
I
90s,
saw the
early
health
90s.
system for all it was, because they're going through the system for a short while.
I remember back into the early 90s, they were trying to push me to get a fucking flu shot. My employer, we're having free flu shots, and they were, for some reason, they were really trying to get everybody to
very
get a flu shot. And I was, and something instinctively, I just said, "No, I don't need a fucking flu shot."
I took 3 flu. I took
I'd rather
one
catch
flu
the flu and fight it off with my own immune system. That was my belief back then, right? I don't need a shot to protect me from the flu.
I took one flu shot when I was 12 years old, and I was sick as a dog afterwards. And I said,
Yeah, I used
"No,
to
never."
see that with people.
But I've had in the last 15 years I've had 3 tetanus shots. But who knows what's in a tetanus shot? I think it's got aluminum and all this other shit, right?
Yeah,
So we've all been vaccine injured. We've all been, I don't know if I should say that, but we've all been injured by the B shots.
Yeah.
Well, I had a tetanus shot. I think the last one was in the 80s when I stood on a rusty nail. And I don't know. I thought, I don't think this is necessary. I didn't know anyone was locked.
Deep down, I didn't think it was necessary.
Got locked or...
I had one in 2001.
The thing is, I didn't think it was necessary.
Cut yourself. You go into the doctor's office and say, "We recommend you get a tetanus shot."
Why not just put a bit of disinfectant on it?
They push it on people, don't they? They push the fucking tetanus shot on people. You know what I'm
Wash it out. Chuck a bit of vinegar on there or methylated spirits. She's right.
Yeah. Take a
Does
shot
the
of
job.
tequila and you'll be fine.
Yeah, but that's what I was trying to say. Like they kind of say, "Oh, you got to get it, otherwise you're going to get infected and you'll die." It's like, well, okay, I don't want to.
I fell for it. I fell for that.
But this shot is perfectly safe. It'll protect you.
5 years, every 5 years.
We've learned a lot, haven't we? Because I would not do it today. I'd rather die from the tetanus than get the shot.
Yeah.
I don't even think you could die unless it was an extreme case.
Back then I didn't know any better, so I let them give me the shot. I thought it was for my best interest. I thought they had my best interest at heart.
Yeah, liars.
We trusted the
lies, yeah.
Money makers. Makers and shakers.
Liars, money, yeah. The whole fucking medical industry, I have no respect at all.
Is that the song by Ministry? Liars, liars, liars.
What's that?
Is that the song by Ministry? There's a song called "Lies, Lies, Lies" by Ministry.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an old '80s pop song.
Yeah, or
Lies,
80s.
lies, yeah.
Yeah, but they it must have been like early 2000s because they mentioned they mentioned the one day in September, the 2001 day in September.
Huh.
So it must have been done later, like mid 2000s or something.
Yeah. Well, don't know the band really.
I don't know. I just
No,
remember
the
that
band.
song. I thought it was from like back in the '80s.
There's like a band called Ministry.
Hey Eric, you were testing out your music yesterday, were you?
Yeah,
Still-
it sounds terrible
Yeah.
on the air, man, don't it?
Oh,
I
it
don't
didn't
know.
sound too bad at all. No, I thought it
Yeah.
sounded okay. Like,
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to. I'm just trying to, if I want to play some audio on my channel, on my live streams, I want to
Yeah.
make it sound good.
yeah,
I'm trying to figure it out. How to make
Yeah.
the audio sound better. That's why.
I don't seem to get copyright if I play the music without showing the clip. If I just play
No,
the
I can
music.
play you can play music like that on but they'll just send you. They'll just put a little warning on your, not a warning, but just like copyrighted material. You know.
Yeah, it doesn't affect your channel.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
just a
notice.
It's a notice.
Unless you monitor.
Like, yeah, and what it means is they could put commercials on your video if they want to. Yeah, I've heard people tell me they already put commercials on some of my videos, even though my channel is not monetized.
So many people get demonetized now they're going back looking through their channels, and some have been done for swearing, for just saying the F word.
Just from videos that are like old. I've gotten strike from videos that are like
only monetized
or years old.
Yeah, and like they don't even get notified.
That's how I got a strike on my channel right now.
They don't get notified either that they've lost their monetization until.
But yeah, I got a video I got a strike for just a couple weeks ago, right around New Year, and they it was from 6 months ago. It was from back in the summertime, in July.
It's pathetic, isn't it? Going back that far.
They give me a strike from a video that I put out in July.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, you know, there's nothing safe, you know.
I know.
They can change their terms of service till you violate their community guidelines. All your videos violate their community guidelines. So
one option I thought of is
take down all my everything. Take down everything.
I got done for hate speech because I did a movie.
I don't want to do that, you know. Because people look at my old videos, believe it or not. They look at my old videos, they look at my old live streams, and I don't want to take them down, you know. But I might have to. But if that happens again, I'm really gonna.
They went back 7 years on me last channel. Yeah, 7 years. They found something.
Don't worry, Eric. I'll re-upload them.
Always
do.
But you know, I don't want to lose my little audience and you know my tiny little subscribers. You know, I would never be able to build up the amount of subscribers I have, even though it's 560. I don't know. How many subscribers I have? It's somewhere like 567 or something. I don't know. It's hard to think.
I was kind of just thinking of giving up because I was doing like podcast.
Let me check. How many subscribers do I have?
You got more than me.
You guys could probably tell me.
I've got 64.
566. I had 67.
67.
I lost a subscriber.
It says 567.
Mine says 566.
Mine says 567.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yours says 565. Aussie.
I reckon you got ASIO watching you, mate.
So yeah, I would. Even though most of those people are like zombie subscribers, right?
There's only 2 watching now, which is bullshit, you know.
Only 2 watching. There's only been 1 or 2 watching for the last hour or more, hour and a half.
There was more than that in there, you know. They were doing that to me too, saying there's only 2 in there when there'd be 5 in the chat, you know. It's like, you liars.
It doesn't matter who's in the chat. I don't think they count those. So maybe you're right.
No, they just want to.
I started downloading those remaining. You know the remaining movies that I got from on Odyssey. I started downloading them just in case.
Yeah, on my channel.
No, on Odyssey. You know how I was talking about the movies. You can get movies, but now you can't.
Oh, you can download them.
Yeah, you can download them, but there's not that many left. The main movie channel's gone because of copyright reasons.
What downloader do you use for Odyssey, Aussie?
You just go like, I think there's a thing on the bottom half of it or something. I think it's like the bottom right. There's like the 3 dots. You click the 3 dots and you go download.
Davey Boy says I'm watching plus my 2 dogs. That shows the 3 watching.
Yeah.
That's what it says. That's funny.
Thanks.
Cheers, Davey boy.
We got two dogs that we'll have to do a bit of addition there.
Oh yeah.
So
That equals 3. We got 6 eyes on us, but you see
we got the 5 eyes on it. The 5 guys.
Viewer thing, it only shows one eye, dude. It shows the viewer. It shows an eye, the one eye.
The one eye.
It says 3. Yeah.
Well, it's the one eye and it's a triangle.
Yeah, there's the one eye, and it says 3. So there's 3 watching. That's what that means. Big Brother times 3. The all-seeing eye. They don't say the all-seeing eyes, right? It's not the all-seeing eyes, plural. It's the all-seeing eye, singular.
That's right. Oi.
Isn't that interesting?
Mm.
There's so much, reference to it in our culture.
Look at all the movie posters. So they got half the face shaded and showing the one eye.
There's the one eye symbolism is everywhere.
Yeah. All the celebrities.
Seeing eye. Yeah. They're always doing this in their pictures. The 666 over the eye. See, now they got me doing it. Oh, they're gonna
be okay.
So he's a Satanist. You see what he did there? He did that.
Yeah. You gotta watch what hand gestures you do.
Illuminati confirmed.
Damn it. Fucked up. But no, I was just showing what they. Damn it. I was just.
They're turning the frogs gay.
Yeah, right. Whatever, dude. We know who you are.
The frogs gay.
Yeah.
I was watching Alex Jones yesterday. He was on these. They're turning freaking frogs gay.
Dude, he can't get away from Alex Jones, man. He keeps. He keeps coming back into my life. All right, I'm talking about my tangy tangerine, okay? It's good for you. It's the best thing to wash down your Alex Jones dick pills.
You gotta buy my dick pills. It will increase your stamina in the bedroom, and it will increase your dick size. Buy them now. InfoWars.
But anyway, yeah. We're running out of stock here.
Someone should do a parody. Someone should do a parody of Alex Jones, but just his show.
Wash down try my tangy tangerine. It's the best thing out there for washing down my dick pills. And then, yeah. But anyways, folks. Yeah, Alex he's an interesting character to be mocked.
Look, he does say a few good things, but it's not really. He's just, I think he's just like the rest of them. He just wants money and fame and dick pills, I guess.
He's got, yeah.
I wouldn't mind buying the Alex Jones was right T-shirt and just walking around because he kind of was right. When he predicted that there was going to be some sort of bioweapon or by US. I don't want to say the B word, the other B word, but when they said that there was going to be a cough happening in the next few years, and it ended up being in 10 years, it was like a pre-warning for me. I knew what to look out for. So Alex Jones, yes, he's a bit controlled. I honestly think his court case was very controlled because they want to get rid of the likes of us, the smaller guys. But I think they wanted to set a precedent. But going back years and years and years ago, I guess he wasn't that controlled, but now he is. So that's just my reasoning behind Alex Jones.
Yeah. So you think He used to be a
He
good
was
guy.
right. He was right, but then he's still reporting. He's still reporting on the so-called, the other side of the story, which is good, but he's kind of a sellout. But I don't know.
But what about the whole fucking lawsuit that just happened? What do you think? What about that?
Oh, when he has to was
They
a
like $1
trillion
billion dollars.
I'm like, he hasn't got that much money. He
Does
hasn't got
anybody have that much money except for? Oh yeah, well, Elon's got like.
I don't think America's got that much money. Just about.
Elon Musk could bail him out. Oh, that would be like pulling $20 out of his wallet. Here you go, Alex.
Yeah, and you can be on Twitter or something like that.
Here you go,
What a world!
Because I'm a protector of freedom of speech. I'm going to pay this debt off for you.
I'm going to pay this debt off for you because I think it's the right thing to do.
Yes. Yeah. I can't. Yeah, Elon Musk is very robotic, isn't he? He doesn't show much emotion. He's almost like not a real human.
I think we just sell a bunch of electric cars and then I could buy Twitter. I could just do this and then we could have brain
implants. You don't know how to talk like Elon. Yeah. You could tell it's real because frankly it looks so fake. I don't know. That was one thing he said.
Yeah.
And how you can tell it's real? Because it looks so fake.
Yeah.
Davey Boy said Musk is total AI.
They're all theater, I know. But it's funny. I'll watch Alex Jones for the entertainment. Imagine if Alex Jones was a wrestler. I think he'd be a great wrestler.
Oh God!
I actually want him to be.
If I was a wrestler,
I actually want him to be a wrestler.
No gay frogs on this planet. I'll tell you that much. I'd get rid of all the gay frogs. There'll only be straight frogs left.
Imagine him fighting Vince McMahon or the Rattlesnake. What was his name? Stone Cold Steve Austin or something. I'm talking about all the old wrestlers now. They're all getting gone now. We'll have a cage match.
I don't know. I never really got into that fake wrestling scene. So I don't know.
I was into it like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Not so much now.
I knew it was bullshit ever since I was a fucking little kid. So
yeah, but I remember
calling it fake shit when I see it.
I remember calling it out to a mate of mine, right?
But people like to make believe. Everybody knows it's fake, but they like to make believe that it's real.
I told a mate of mine in high school that it was fake, and he wanted to clobber me one, and I'm like, mate, fuck you. I'm not.
You want him to fight you for that?
Yeah,
because you said
you're a fucking idiot.
It's fake.
And then I walked away. And I said, I'm not going to be your friend anymore, you fucking idiot. He's like, oh, you're a wimp. You don't want to fight. I said, I don't need to fight you. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I never believed in it since I was a little kid, of course.
Lisa David Icke calls it the movie. Yeah, we're in
and
a
now
very
I've come to find out now, in this stage of my life, that most of it all is fake, not just wrestling, everything.
Yeah, but wrestling is like the precipice to show the masses that it's all fake.
It's a microcosm of the whole society, right?
Yeah, that's what wrestling is. It's a microcosm of everything.
Of the whole society. It's all a big shit show. Yeah, it's all about the bullshit.
especially if you watch the old wrestling, like I don't know, like the Randy Savage, the Macho Man, and
it's entertaining. It's very entertaining. I say, even though I was entertained by it, it doesn't. I just looked at it as a show. I thought everybody did, but no, there was a lot of people that really took it seriously. To me, it was like, it was like watching a movie. I knew it wasn't fucking fake, but but there possibly people out there that really believed it was real. Those are the kind of people that you got to be concerned about.
They're the ones that took the snake oil and the Kool-Aid. They're the ones that
they really
did
believe that shit's real. But there are people, man, because they believe whatever they're told on the TV, right?
Yeah.
See, Davey Boy says, what? Randy and Hulk were real superheroes? You trying to tell me that shit?
The TV
No, they were. They were real superheroes.
Especially Macho Man. Especially the Macho Man Randy Savage. I am the Macho.
They were great characters, man. Great characters. Both of them.
I am Macho Man.
Randy Macho Man Savage. Yeah. Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
You want to come and you want to try to mess with the Hulkinator?
They did a good job. But didn't Hulk Hogan just recently die?
I don't know. If he is, he's probably going to die soon. He's probably taken about.
I think Hulk Hogan did die. Anybody know? Hulk Hogan kicked the bucket.
I don't think he's still alive. I think he's still alive.
Good.
I think he'd be 60s or 70s, 80s. I don't know.
Well,
Murray Presley died. Murray Presley, yeah.
I mean, normally nowadays when I hear someone die, I say good for them.
Good for them. They're in a happy place.
They're one of the lucky ones.
And then people are like, well, why are you so mean? I'm not. I'm being supportive.
I'm being honest. They don't.
I'm being brutally honest.
We get this fucking nightmare anymore. Come on now.
Come on now.
The lucky ones. Here's to the lucky ones. Michael Madcock. Nice to see you, man. That sounds like a fucking porno star name.
It's got the MM in it, too. He's got the MM, the 33 in it.
Michael Madcock.
Michael Madcock. If I Google your name, I'm not going to get porn or anything like that.
No, let's see.
Hi, Lee. Good to see you. Having a beer too? Yeah.
Michael says it was.
I'm on my second stubby. So.
Of course.
I've done all my washing. It's all drying out. Productive morning.
Oh, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do more washing.
I've got to wash the caravan. I'm going to wash the outside of the caravan. That's a big job.
Right on, huh? Well,
I want
fuck
to paint
man.
it.
Ask Masters 2 or something. But yeah, fuck yeah. So yeah, I think it's about time we go ahead and wrap it up, man. Thank everybody for hanging out here tonight. Yeah.
Thank you, Eric and Eric. Double Eric.
Yeah. You guys enjoy your
Got
rest of your day.
Okay, see you. See you, Eric. Good to catch up.
Ken.
See you next time. See you.
Good to see everyone.
See you,
in the
rest
chat.
All right, man. Love you guys. We'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Okie dokie.
Love you guys. Cheers.